Well, let's call the meeting to order.
The Monroeville Town Council met on February 4th, 2025 at 7 p.m. with the following members present: Don Gerardo, Chad Heffernan, Joe Multimeyer, Tim Berry, and Rich Stevenson. The minutes of the January 7th meeting were read. Rich made a motion to approve, seconded by Tim, and passed. The board approved payment to Norwalk Supply for $2,289.97 due to it being over expected amount. With nothing further to discuss, Tim made a motion to adjourn, seconded by Joe, and passed.
Any additions or corrections? Being none, we need a motion to accept the minutes as read.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise. Would pass. Aye.
I just had a couple of things I wanted to bring up. This winter I had some issues with the generator back there, one of our backup generators. I had somebody come out and look at it, and he had brought it to my attention that they'd never been serviced since we had it out there. That's been 4 years. So I got a quote from them to put all three of our generators on a yearly maintenance program. It was for $19.95 per year. I just wanted to see if that's something we could do and wanted to check into.
How much was it?
$19.95.
Is that for all three?
That's for all three of them.
For all what?
For all three of them. A year.
How have we been doing?
We haven't. The one's been back there for 4 years and it's never been serviced. And the one at the,
Would we do them all at once or spread it out?
our mobile one, we could probably do it once and then go to every other year on that one. That one's $700, so that would take, $700 off every other year. Just because that one doesn't get used much.
Yeah, we need service.
Yeah. The one that's down now, what's it gonna cost to get it back in service?
It's
Yeah.
running now.
Oh.
It just hasn't, it's never been gone over, gone through,
Yeah.
checked, changed oil, nothing like that.
I would say we.
Yeah, I make a motion, we contract with them and get all three of them serviced once a year, or else the two big ones, once a year, and the other one every other year,
Yeah.
or something.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed likewise. Pass.
And one more thing, I got a part-time guy that's looking to, he worked for us last year. He was making basically what the high school kids were making, but he was doing a lot more than what the high school kids are doing. I was just wanting to see if I could possibly get him a bump in pay. I think, like, we hired John.
What's he getting now?
Is it 15,
He was at 14.
the part-time, you're talking about Tim,
Tim Ramus.
They were 16 an hour.
How much?
16 an hour.
16.
18.
I think he told me he was only getting paid 14. So,
I go back and look, but I'm pretty sure all across the board, except for the one watering flowers, everybody else got $16 an hour.
okay.
But I'll double check.
Okay.
No, we can work on that. He's good help, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did he work last year, like 6 months, the 6 summer months, somewhere around there?
He would work more, but he was only making, well, he told me he was making 14, so he
Yeah.
found a higher paying job.
Well, I would say whatever he's making, we ought to bump him up say $2 an hour.
Yeah.
If it's 14, bump to 16. If it's 16, bump it to 18. What do you think? I mean, he's good, he's a good worker.
Yeah, I mean, if
Well,
you're
we'll have
happy
to
with
do
it.
it, we'll have to do it in the form of an ordinance, so we
Okay.
can't just do it. So, no, I'll talk to Tim and talk to Bobby, and we'll figure out what it is and get it taken care of.
Okay.
That it?
That's all for me.
Okay, did you get that notice on, from Community Crossings?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll talk about that when I get to my turn.
Okay.
Rick?
I was just, some of the guys has talked a little bit, but is there a possibility if the guy was gonna do the drywall work, if he's not got a whole lot going on, if we can get that ceiling and things.
Yeah, did Barney put the drain in?
As far as I know, nothing has been done that I knew of.
He was supposed to do it before he went on vacation, so we need to talk to him first.
He's in the Dominican Republic right now, till Saturday.
Okay.
Because the way it works, if we have to do whatever up there, the drains or nothing are on that side where it was eventually running to. And it only leaked with the air conditioning.
Right.
And I just thought maybe.
See, he was gonna fix it. He's gonna try to seal it up to where it don't go down again, but you can only do it when it's hot out, because you have to keep the air compressor running. Otherwise it plugs the whole system up. Yeah.
But I thought, because the drain and everything would have to be put in back where the furnace is, not where it's actually broke out. And if things are starting to move around for the fire district, and if some of the guys come out to look at the building to try to figure out what they're gonna do for whatever, I think it would look a little bit better if it was patched back in and.
No, I can get him to do it, but Barney didn't want to put it in until he had the drain in. And I'll talk to him next time I run into him.
But yeah, that there, I don't think they can get any drains from that side anyway.
Well, they was gonna run it down the rafters into the ladies' restroom. That's how it was gonna go. That was what he told me when him and I was up there. So, if you look in the ladies' restroom, it might already be in. I don't know, okay?
Yeah, because you'd think they could just hook it into one of the vents, because those 2-inch vents that go up. And they all go into the sewer, so.
Right.
But yeah, I just thought it would look a little better if they accidentally start coming down to look and try to figure out.
Looking at what they're gonna do.
From what it sounds like, there's still January the 1st, there's gonna be 2 people out here 24/7, so.
Right, yeah. Yeah, no, leave me talk to Barney, because I told the guy not to do it until,
Yeah, we talked about it.
until the drain's in, so. Okay. Lori. Sir.
My name is Mike Clendon. I used to be the park superintendent in Haven for 15 years, park board commissioner 10 years before that. And somebody twisted my arm and I'm running for Allen County Council First District. So after 2 years of retirement from the parks department, I decided I missed public service and this is a good way to get back into it. I don't know how many council people you see at these meetings, but hopefully if I'm successful today, and then again in November, I can change that. So again, just here to introduce myself, and I told Oakland last night, I don't know what the county council can do for Monroeville, but what I can do as representative, but I know one thing, I can can do is listen. I may not have the answers, but at least I'll come to these, and you got a concern countywide. Hopefully, if I can't answer it, I'll find the right person that can. So I just want to put myself out there. And, being retired, I think I can do, I know I can put time in, and I think that's, even though it's a part-time job, you got to put more into it than that. So I think
Part-time.
Josh Hales, yeah. Josh Hales stepped down. So, it was just too much having full-time. So
Right.
I think I can serve you well. It's a unique district. It's urban, suburban, rural. I mean, I go into Wells Street, around the urban league, that area on up, and just north of New Haven, and I go to 27. I'm excited about it. There's 3 of us running. I think I'm the best candidate based on my experience with budgeting and appropriations. And that's really the only reason I was even considering this, because I'm not a politician, I'm not into politics, but budgeting and appropriations, that's something in my wheelhouse, and I can do that now. County budget's a little bigger than what I've dealt with. I think it's 365 pages, so we got 1,800 employees over 30 departments. So it's a little more challenging, but I'm confident I'll be ready to go with the A1. So that's what I'm here for, just to introduce myself. I've been working with parks
Yep.
in New Haven, still live in New Haven.
Okay.
And back, not too many years ago, Mike was a pretty good runner too.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
ran a lot of races, but
Yeah, we did. And, of course, I got a granddaughter, and for my boys, I had 4 boys, well, I still have 4 boys, they're all grown up, and they've got kids. Used to come out here to the ball diamonds for,
Yeah.
and now my granddaughter's playing at Hoagland, so we were out here, just got to make stop at Wookie Dip.
Oh, yes.
Everybody knows turn Wookie Dip, right?
Oh, yes.
That's a little more than it back then, but what does it? It's still a great time. It wouldn't be the same without it. And I spent time out here, we were looking at doing a band shell in New Haven, looking at yours. It's a great park.
Right, yeah.
Well, and that's the thing about these smaller communities, they have a lot of pride in what they do, and they pull together and get it done, so
Mhm.
something you should be proud of. So that's what I'm here for, just to introduce myself, let you know what's going on. I will be at the, we probably talked about it, upcoming meetings on the 16th here, and then, because that's important.
Right.
The county ones they've had already, just trying to get an update on what's going on. So if you got anything for me, I'm here, it's Mike's on in. I'm on Facebook, I got a website.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But not to be, I've got pretty good name recognition in the first district. I hear most of it's positive, but I think if I get the people, the biggest thing during primaries, get people to go to the polls. They don't vote in the Republican primary, but they've got to show up and voice their opinions.
Mhm.
Hopefully, if I get a good turnout, I can get a pretty good chance. Again, thank you, and we'll keep in touch.
Okay, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Matt. Tim.
wow,
Okay, I got a call this morning when I was eating breakfast on our community crossings funding that we had gotten turned down for. They called me this morning and said that they had come across more money and we were going to redo Central and Prospect, and we were gonna put drains in it. Okay, and here, that's kind of a general idea, oops, here, I mean, that's kind of a general idea of what it is. And it's a 75-25, they pay 75%, we pay 25%. So I got ahold of Jim right away and told him to go ahead and get all the engineering stuff finished that we didn't have done, and then so we can get it to bid right away. Because it's kind of a first come, first served deal. Okay? But she did say that most of the people she called would get funded. Because in October, we had gotten turned down. And that was about $800,000 job. Yeah. So, you know, the drainage is the biggest thing. Yeah,
But, I mean, why did they turn it down then? Insufficient funds?
insufficient funds.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and basically, they graded it by a point system, and apparently we didn't have enough points, but obviously with the additional funding, we should be good. The sheriff called me today, and they want to know if it's okay if we put the new microwave deal that they're using for talking to their officers on the water tower. And I told him, I said, I will bring it up at the meeting. I didn't see that there would be a big deal about it. Because I think you guys have trouble with communications, don't you?
Yeah, everybody does, the sheriff's department.
We're all on the same bandwidths, and it can be a black hole out here.
You get into a house or something, and you're working on the patient, you can't talk to them with the radio, it just beeps. Somebody will have to go outside to be able to call dispatch and talk to them. That's one of the reasons why the EMS, they keep calling, because inside the building, most of the time, you can't talk back to them, or you can't hardly hear them when they're talking. And I don't know if they can use any of this stuff, but we had that VHF radio antennas and everything already out there that, as far as I know, the repeater or none of that stuff is maintained anymore because we're not on VHF. So I don't know if it's something that they might be able to at least use the cables and everything that's already ran, because as far as I know, there was 2 antennas up.
You're talking on the water tower already?
On the water tower already. We got a big box and everything that, our repeater, the radio, and everything set on out there at the bottom. But we do not use the VHF anymore, so that might be something that they would be able to use the cables, it's already antenna cables, it's already there, where they wouldn't have to pay somebody to run all that stuff. I don't know.
Okay, well, no, I knew there was a communications issue of some sort. But,
Yes, it's bad.
I mean, is everybody on the board okay with them putting it out there? I can't imagine,
Sure.
Okay, well, no, that way, because he's gonna have one of the guy that's gonna do it will come out and see me, so that way we can.
And if he wants any questions or anything that I might be able to answer, if you give me a call, I can show him the box and everything that's out there, yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, I would be glad if you guys had better communications, because I knew the fire department and that had issues when they were in emergencies.
Yeah, our pagers, if you go in down here, the restaurant, your pager will just sit there, well, in this building here, if I have my pager on, it just goes in and out of signal, because they can't catch the signal.
Okay, is that the same pager that I've got at
Yes.
home? Oh, God, it goes in and out all the time.
Yes,
Yes.
it was,
Because we're on the tippy edge of whatever tower we're close to, we're on the edge of it.
they keep telling us in some of our meetings and things, they were supposed to be redoing all this radio system, and they were supposed to put up a new radio repeater out there on 27. There are them big radio towers. They was, and then they told us one time, I heard Heritage, they was gonna put one in, I heard Heritage, but they didn't have the generator or something, but you only need a generator if there's no power. So
Right.
95% of the time, the radio would be fine, but they still haven't did anything yet.
Okay. Okay, well, no, him and I talked about that, because somebody was going to build them a tower, and they were going to rent the tower, lease it for 10 years, and then something went haywire with it. And that's the reason he said, hey, I know you got the water tower out there, and I said, I'm gonna just tell you, I think the board will say, yes, we think it's a good idea. And he said, okay, then I'll get the guy coming out to see you. So, yeah.
Yeah, because I know how you dealt with it now, you've been here long enough, but Toby had problems just like we do.
Yes.
Yeah, they're all on the same frequency deal and.
Like I can, with my handheld, I walk down to Summit Street and this switches to a cell phone service. And I could tell just trying to talk to downtown tonight, it was bumping in cell phone service.
Okay.
Just in town. Because we
Well,
got newer handhelds that
This
forward
one
over to our
will
cell
go.
phone service if we can't get to the towers. And when I first came to town, it was bad. I pretty much spent the entire time with cell phone service. It's a little bit better now that with staying on the towers, but I get certain pockets, and if I didn't have the cell phone service, I wouldn't be able to get out.
Okay. No, that'd be nice to have everybody's be able to talk to the people they need to. Because in an emergency, that's a bad deal. Okay, the only other thing is, well, that's pretty much it. I have another application that came in that I think might be worth looking at.
Super.
I don't know, did you get a chance to do any digging?
I talked to Corey a little bit, you gotta talk to Tim, I think Tim.
Okay.
Really good friends with his dad, I guess, so.
Well, I know he knows how to run a backhoe, and I know he knows how to run a skid loader, so. Because I talked to him last night a little bit, he said, yeah, I can do whatever you want. And I thought, okay.
This guy that lives over by Hoagland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will get a hold of you guys. Well, when I get home, I'll scan his resume and email it to everybody. Rich.
Drain over by the pizza place. What's happening there? Anything?
No.
I thought-
You know.
I thought last meeting, we gave him, the money to go ahead and fix it.
Well, we did, but you can't get the guy to call you back. You was there, yeah, you were there when I called him. I said,
Yeah, he went after you.
he won't answer the phone because he knows who's calling.
Jesus.
Who won't call you back? The guy that's gonna fix it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, I'm not gonna say, he might be covered up. I can't imagine he is, but
At
he
this time of
could
year, well, maybe.
be. You know, he could be.
If it, the way the weather is, if it keeps freezing and thawing and stuff, we may have a lot of pipe work like that.
But that should be taken care of, like hopefully before the next meeting. Well, hopefully.
That thing's an eyesore, and it has been for
Week, but
a long time.
Chad,
I don't have anything.
motion to adjourn.
Thank you.
I'll second it.
Got a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed likewise. Clear pass.